Welcome back to Books with Beck. I'm Beck. Let's talk books. I've had a really annoying past couple of days. Everything that could go wrong was just going wrong, and it's just been a frustrating couple of days, you know? So I did something just for me, for my mental health. I went shopping. Now, when I go shopping, never does that mean I bought a ton of things, because I have buyer's remorse and money guilt and all those things. So if I buy something, I really, really wanted that thing. It is not just for funsies. Like, I wanted that thing and have been wanting it forever. So I bought another bookshelf. Becca, you already have a bookshelf. You already have another bookshelf over there. Why do you... It's full, and I want to buy books. I should be able to buy books. That's stupid to not buy books. It's knowledge. I don't read intellectual things, but in my mind it's knowledge. So this book here is, honestly, a lot of it is decorative because this shelf, it's broken. Like, as we watch today, you'll see it's going to lean, it's going to sway. It is broken. So I can't really put a lot of books on it. I do have one bookshelf by the door, which I'll show you here in a minute. And honestly, they're just full. So it's time. So today, I'm going to set up the new bookshelf. I'm going to move around my library and get everything set up, and then I'll give you a little tour. Nothing crazy today. I'm not actually reading anything for you today. But yeah, just a revamp of this library because it needs it. Desperate for his moment. Scooch. Okay, so here's my thought process. I already have all the books over by the door, and I want all of those over here. Just because going in and out, like, I feel like the wind and the rain and stuff, I just don't like all the books being right by the door. And that way we can have more things over there for, like, grab and go, like the dog leash and those kind of things. So this is gonna be all the books back here. This bookshelf is terrible. It's super crooked and leaning. It's missing a bunch of shelves. So I think this one, it's not gonna hold a lot. It's gonna be pretty much the same things that it's carrying now. However, I have this security system, and I think I'm gonna switch places. So this bookshelf is gonna move down, and the new bookshelf's gonna go right here. Because then the security system can kind of be in this hole and still be accessible. And then the other bookshelf can just be the full span of books. So that's the plan that I'm going for. We'll see if it works out. Oh yeah, this is right, this is right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out all my pieces. I'll start building, and hopefully we can get this done in less than an hour. always the moment between when you buy the furniture and you build the furniture, where you suddenly change from, oh my God, I love this same thing I bought, to now I hate this thing and I don't want a bookshelf at all. This puppy up. Whew, I'm nervous. Oh, it's heavy. That's a bookshelf. Okay, cool. Now I have to add the shelves. Wait. You may think this is fine because this is how my other one looks, but I know for a fact that's why the last one broke. I have to add the back. That's apparently what I did wrong the last time. I have to add the back. So I gotta put this thing on there, and then, and only then, can I add the shelves, because apparently that's why the other one leans. So I'm gonna put this on. I don't know why I didn't do this last time. This is amazing. I do not need therapy. I just need a hammer. So before I can put that bookshelf over here, I have to move this one over. I really don't want to because I just feel like it's gonna be such a hassle to move, and it's full of books. So I think what I'm gonna do is take all the books out, just leave all the decor stuff, and scooch it. That way I can reorganize books later anyways. Like you can see how wobbly this bookshelf is. So I think that's my plan, because if the books are not in it, I think I can move it on my own. Cleared out the books. We're gonna try to move this and not damage anything. I'm gonna take down this picture. We got this. Ooh, oh my gosh, it's so wobbly. I don't know if I can do this. Yikes. Okay, I think I'm gonna clear off the top as well. Okay, that helped. I'm moving it now. The reason it's so hard to move is just the fact that it's so rickety. Like if you pull it too fast, it will fall over and break. And I don't want that to happen because I don't want to buy another bookshelf. I've had this bookshelf for probably, I don't know, 5 years. It's been through it. Okay, so I'm thinking kind of like right here, so that way I can still access the security system. I don't know if that is enough space for the next bookshelf. So we're gonna move it over here and we shall see. Okay, I just got this over here. I actually think I'm gonna have extra space, which would be ideal. So I'm gonna scooch this all the way up to the wall. All I need to be able to do is access that light switch, and I can. That's perfect. Okay, so I still have like 3 or 4 inches. There's an old command hook here. I'm definitely gonna take this off. That way I can make the shelves like flush together. Honestly, I'm really liking this. I'm excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me get this command strip down. Always easy. Now, the light that I have on top of this shelf up here is really cute, but I never use it. So I'm not sure if it's gonna stay there or not. I don't know. Right now, I'm gonna leave it there because I have plenty to do. So I'm just gonna leave it there for now and not stress about it, and scooch this couple of inches. We're gonna have a full setup. Oh. All right, so here is the setup for the top section. I kind of just base it off of like one of my taller books. So each shelf has enough room for this tall book, so there'll definitely be enough room for my shorter sets. So the bottom, I think I'm going to make the bottom half of it big enough for records, and then the top half just, you know, be able to use for books. So that's the one I'm going to set up right now. All right, so the bottom shelf, I kind of just put not ugly books, but just books that aren't as visually appealing. So I tried to put those down in this corner. That way they're less visual when you walk in the door, so they're blocked by the couch. So all of these are just all the cookbooks. So that's all that's right there is cookbooks. Now I get to fill all these shelves. I kind of think I've completely changed my mind just because there's so many books that I haven't purchased while waiting for this bookshelf. So like I have unfinished series everywhere, and I just want to make sure everything looks nice as well, because obviously I see this every day. So I'm thinking I'm gonna keep it where the series that are complete are on this top shelf, just so they're like, you know, that top shelf looks very nice. And then I think I'm gonna go by color, which I think that's probably the best choice for now. And then as I get more of my collection started, then I can sort by genre. So let's switch it up. I'm gonna go over how this is set up. Right now, I will not lie, I hate it. But I'm gonna go shopping. This is, honestly, like, this is the problem with me, is I buy one thing and then I'm like, oh, well then I need this, this, and this to make this thing what I want it to be. So up top here, I have my Throne of Glass series, and then I have my Bridgerton series going downwards. I do have one of the copies of the Akatar original covers. I'm trying to collect all of these. So if you ever see one for a reasonable price, please get your girl one. I will Venmo you. I just love the original covers so much more, and they just give off more of the essence of the books for me, and I'm kind of just convincing myself not to buy the new copies. So I got really lucky with this one. Shout out to my friend in book club. This was in one of the book exchanges, and she grabbed it, and I was like, oh my gosh, no. And then I went up and I was like, I'm mourned to death watching you pick up that book. And she just gave it to me. I was like, ma'am, this is a $200 copy. You sure? She's like, yeah, it's yours. I didn't know you were looking for the original covers. I have one more on the way, so I need 3 more, and then I will have the full set. It's going to take time. I'm not gonna lie. It's not like I'm gonna get the full set in a year. That would be ideal, but we'll see. So if you love me and you're looking for a Christmas gift, this is what I want. I want the other books. So that's all my top shelf. After that, it's kind of just organized by color, which is not really what I wanted to do. I really want to do it by genre, but right now this is just what we have. I'm gonna have to like nail that together. Yikes. But this is just what it's gonna have to be for now. I don't have enough of my books purchased in order for me to really organize it the way that I want. So I'm definitely gonna have to work on that. So there are some books on here that are to be read, but this is my husband's library and my library, so we kind of have to do with it what we will. So for to be read, I do have The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. That is definitely one that I want to get started on soon. Hidden Figures, I DNF'd. I want to give it another try and see if I will like it again. It's historical, and you can tell, like, it's very slow going. I also have The Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. I saw this book at Goodwill, and I just thought the cover was so interesting, and someone at book club was talking about it the other day, so obviously I have to finish it. So those are 3 that are on my to be read right now. I also have a couple other little bit happier ones, less, not really happier, they just have better covers. So I have Beach Read. Don't know how I've never read this. And I also don't know how this is the only Emily Henry book that I own, but shout out to my husband for that one. I need to get the other copies and then read Beach Read. I have Normal People by Sally Rooney. I think I'm gonna read this one this week. So this is probably gonna be my first book to read. So right now, those are the books on the to be read. There's still some on here that I haven't read that I hope to, but those are the ones that I'm like keeping my eye out for. Honestly, there's some books on here I will never read. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. I don't care. I'm not strong enough. It's not gonna happen. So if you love this book, I'm happy for you. I honestly talked to my husband enough about the plot. I practically read it without all the emotional turmoil, and I will not be experiencing the emotional turmoil. So I'm gonna put this back on the shelf. It's just not gonna happen. So there's some books on here that I have not read that I hope to, but honestly, I think my next step is shopping. Oh no. So there's some books that I definitely have on my radar to buy. I have Ruthless Vows, but I don't have Divine Rivals. So that is definitely gonna be one of my next purchases, because that way I can have the full set and maybe I can put that up next to my Throne of Glass. I do want to go ahead and buy a few more of my Frida McFadden books. Right now, I don't have any other than The Housemaid, which is crazy because I think I've read 9 of the Frida McFadden books, and I will read more. So I definitely need to get some of hers. Also on my shopping list is to get the Crescent City series, just because I know eventually I'm going to read it, so I want to go ahead and get that and work on getting my Emily Henry books. So I have some things on my shopping list. But the main thing is that I have the space for it now. And now I have a whole open space by my door. I still have 3 empty shelves that I can use. So now I don't have to just keep thrifting books. That was my biggest thing, is that I was thrifting everything because I didn't have space for it. So I was only going to get it if it was an amazing price. So I will be able to buy a few books full price, because obviously there's some things you're just not going to be able to thrift, especially since they're trending right now. So there's the library. Nothing too special. Hopefully it gets a little bit bigger soon. I don't know. I'm really happy with it. I think that it looks a lot nicer. I'm going to make sure that I pin this together, maybe put a banding strip right here to make it look a little bit more seamless. But for right now, it is what it is, and we're gonna call it a night. It's time for bed. It is 7:41, which means that I have been working on this bookshelf and moving around this library for 2 hours. So, good night. See you next time.